mom still calls me Steve and stuff, but after high school, I just tell everybody like Sturgios, you know.
Yeah.
You wanted to shut me out. You wanted to be so proud, and I won't go your way. You said that I'm dangerous.
Promos. Today we are here with the Lookout Service.
That's right. How's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
Good, really good. Chilling.
Where are you guys based out of?
So we're based out of Toronto, Ontario. We're both we live in Etobicoke. So yeah, this is kind of just been here our whole lives.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Yeah. What got you guys into starting to get into music and like playing music?
You want to start?
Yeah, for me it was more watching videos of like old bands, seeing them play. I thought it was really cool, especially because I'm the drummer and I like watching drummers play, seeing different video recordings like of Rush, Chili Peppers, stuff like that. I always thought it looked cool, so then I wanted to do it when I was like around 10 years old, I think is when I started. Yeah.
Nice.
So for myself, I started in high school. Like prior to that, I was always like into sports, and I played soccer a lot growing up. And then when I got into high school, I started like hanging around the band room a little bit more, and I kind of picked up the bass, and that was kind of my first instrument. I kind of learned how to play bass, and like one of the high school bands that you play in, as we all had that high school band and played there. Kind of got the basics, and then I just stuck with it. And then Rob and I, we started playing together maybe a year or two after I started playing. And yeah, we just we've been in a few bands together, but this kind of two-man lineup is kind of what's stuck now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. So based on your guys' band, when did you guys, I guess, as the Lookout Service, like officially start? And well, I guess it's been in Toronto, like Etobicoke.
Yeah. So the Lookout Service band started. It started back in December of 2018. It actually started as a 4-member band, and then like just last year we went through kind of some lineup changes. Rob joined the band actually last year, and we just kind of, it ended up becoming a 2-piece.
Yeah.
So, and then basically we've just been taking this kind of downtime. We worked on some songs, kind of Shut Me Out, the song that we just released, was kind of one of the first songs that we started working on together. And we kind of had to reinvent our sound, because I kind of went from having like, one little dinky amp in my guitar. I had to start, got a second amp, got a bass amplifier, and started working my pedal board to connect everything and make it all work. You know what I mean? So kind of a dynamic sound, but we basically kind of discovered the sound very recently.
So how did you guys come up with the name Lookout Service?
I actually don't even know the answer to that.
So on a lot of old music that I really enjoy, like a lot of kind of old blues songs, even into later into the 60s, with kind of like birth of rock and roll or whatever. I kind of found this thing that a lot of artists were doing, and it's nothing really like crazy. It's just the fact that sometimes before like a solo something or a certain section of a song, a lot of artists would always just yell "look out," and then they'd kind of rip into the solo. And I always thought that was really cool. I thought that was really powerful, because in that moment, it's like, the build up, and then it's just like kind of like this release. So that's where I kind of got the name, like, the Lookout. I got that from there, and then Lookout and Service just came just randomly pretty much, and I put it together, and I thought it was a pretty good name.
That's wicked.
So what genre do you think you guys are? Like, how would you describe your sound?
What do you think, Rob?
Definitely indie, but a lot of our songs change. Like the song that we just released is a lot heavier, I'd say, than like parts of it are than most regular indie songs. But then some of our songs that we haven't released yet, they change. They're all really different, actually. It's something I'm kind of proud of. But I definitely say indie sometimes harder than that, heavier bit.
Yeah, like it's tough because we do have songs that, like as Rob said, are a little bit heavier, and then we have songs that are a little bit like lighter on the lighter side. But like for me personally, when someone asks me like what kind of music you make, I always just say garage because that's where we started. You know what I mean? Like we literally started. The two of us have been playing in my garage since we were like 18. So
I was even younger.
yeah,
I was like 16.
Rob was 16 and I was like 18, you know what I mean? So we were literally just like in my garage every day after school. And I just thought, you know, if the music was made in the garage, then it's garage rock. You know what I mean? Simple as that.
How do you guys keep the Lookout service going? Like, how do you guys write music, put out music during all these restrictions?
Yeah. So we're lucky because, you know, when you're in a band that's only two people, you're not really, you know, you're not really that much of a risk to anyone because there's only two of you guys, right? Like I exclusively meet with Rob and he exclusively meets with me. We haven't really been in touch with anybody else that we have to like expand our bubble or whatever.
Yeah.
So we have our rehearsal space that we go to, which is pretty secluded, and we're not really kind of, you know, out and about, but you know, I had mentioned this in some other press that we had done. It was kind of a similar question, like what do you guys do during the pandemic? Like, yeah, it is. On one hand, it is kind of downtime for a lot of bands, but it's also an opportunity for some other bands. You know what I mean? We've seen a lot of music drop in the last year, and you know, everyone's kind of taking this opportunity to go into the studio and record or whatever. And we were lucky enough to meet with our producer. His name is Luke Chiasone. We got lucky enough to meet with him and go up and get some studio time and be able to get some of these tracks that we've been working on, get them done and recorded. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of got to keep your head down because, you know, we're primarily a live band. We always have been. We always kind of wanted to play shows, and that was our goal. You know what I mean? To have like the best show, the best, you know, indie underground show that, you know, anybody's ever seen. So
For sure. Who would you guys say is your favorite band?
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That's a good one. Yeah. For me, favorite band, I gotta be honest. It's this band from the UK. I think they're actually from Wales. They're called Catfish and the Bottlemen. They were like, I remember when I was 17, I went to go see them at the Rebel Theater or whatever it is down by the lake shore, whatever Cherry Beach it is. I remember going to see them and being like, yeah, that's what I want to do. You know what I mean?
For
so
sure.
I have to say that I'm Catfish and the Bottlemen. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I guess just to tie into that question quick. So you guys said who your favorite band artist was. Who would your favorite like local band be? Local being anywhere in Ontario.
True. Local band, from Toronto, I'd probably say July Talk. I started listening to them even before Catfish. I remember my uncle, for one of my sister's birthday, he gave her a July Talk CD, and we just had it in our car on repeat.
Yeah.
So this band, they're called July Talk. They basically have two singers. There's this one guy who has like this really deep, raspy voice, and it's like really incredible. And then on the other hand, there's this sweet kind of voice from this female singer. And then you have like this fucking kick-ass band. It's great, great, great music. I got a chance to see them live a couple of years back, and they were absolutely phenomenal.
Awesome. What about you, Rob?
Sorry, it was for local band.
Yeah.
So,
Ontario based.
Yeah. Of all time, it would be Rush. Like I said before, they're pretty much the main reason why I started playing in general. I have Rush things all over my room. And if we're talking like more recently, kind of in the same scene, it'd probably be Colorado. I really like them a lot when they were still around too.
Never have I ever speed round. I was talking to. Now, is it Steven or Sturgios?
Sturgios. You can call me Sturgios. A lot of when I was younger, a lot of kids in high school called me Steve because it was just easier. So like Rob calls me.
I still do.
Rob still calls me Steve and stuff. But after high school, I just tell everybody like Sturgios, you know.
Yeah, for sure. So I was talking to you about having a beverage of some sort for you guys.
Yeah. We got one here.
Are you sharing it?
No, we got two.
I'm getting it ready to go.
No, I'm gonna get mine. So.
Ryan, Ryan, what are you drinking today? You always have a different craft beer.
It's getting everywhere. It's really bad. It's all over the place.
Oh,
It's not even like beer.
Yes.
So I have. Oh, I gotta go in front of myself. Space Invader IPA.
Jeez.
And it's getting everywhere.
I'm going scene, or I guess I don't know what the other word for it would be. But yeah, old style Pilsner. What'd you say, Ryan?
You're being a hipster.
Hipster. Yeah. 100%. That was the word I was looking for.
So in this round, you only drink if you have done whatever it is.
Okay. Fair.
So we're gonna start with question 1, and it's been on a tour.
Not yet.
Okay, one day it'll happen. Had a song on the radio.
Yeah.
Really?
We have, yeah.
Nice. I didn't know that.
Sales thing.
Huge.
Played a show for under 10 people.
Oh,
Yeah. Cheers.
Unfortunately, yeah. Group cheers.
Oh
Said
yeah.
I'm gonna get drunk.
Yeah, I think it's only 12 questions or something. Said I'd go to a band. Oh, sorry. Said I'd go to a friend's band's show and not shown up.
No, I'm loyal like that. I've always gone.
Yeah, good.
I just passed out. I'm like, I'm going, guys. I promise I'll be there. And then you pre, and then you just get comfy on the couch, put on an episode of something that's good, and then
we all look back on it now like, damn, I really should have gone out that one time.
100%. Like, I would do anything. I would take back anything to have one old show that I walked out on. I'm sorry, anyone that I've ever missed.
Facts.
So, how about written a song about an ex-girlfriend or an ex-wife?
Yeah, I have.
No, I didn't. I can't say I did. I just wanted a drink, apparently. Played a show in another country. No?
I've played, not like an official show, but I've played for friends in Greece. Does that
I'll
count?
take that.
I'll take
Drink.
it.
Does that count?
Yeah.
100%, man. If you played a show for under 10 people, that still counts. There you go.
Missed your own band's show.
No, never. We're the type of band that we're actually always like, we're like the promoter's nightmare because we're there fucking early. We're set up. We're ready to go. The promoter's like strolling in 10 minutes later. Like, fuck, the band's already here. Get them on. You know what I mean? We're really like, because I got that, you know, that mentality from back when I played soccer. That's always like, you got to be on time, first in, last out.
Well, that's good mentality to have. This is the last question on the speed round. Skipped band practice to practice with another band.
Unfortunately.
No, not me. You?
No.
It's one of those ones you gotta think
Well,
about.
maybe skip school band.
Yeah, I don't think that counts.
That counts.
That counts?
Nice.
What is in store for the Lookout service this year?
Well, like right now we're finishing recording. We're finishing recording a big, like probably like the biggest recording session, I guess you could say, that we've done ever. Like myself personally, and all the bands that I've done, I've only ever kind of like recorded a song or two or whatever. And actually, we've got 4 done, and I think we got another 2 more coming.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the immediate agenda, getting these songs recorded, ready to go. And then hopefully some point, maybe later this year, looking at a release. some kind of body of work to stamp our lips on, you know?
Yeah. Okay. So tying kind of with Ryan about what's in store when the world can go back to normal and we can all play shows again. Name one band, you guys can both choose, that you would basically want to be playing with, like the Lookout Service and.
True. One band, they're not necessarily from Toronto, but
They don't have to be local. It could be anyone you want.
one band that I really, I mean, at my old job that I used to work with this guy, and he was a dirty nil. He was my boss, actually. I worked in a kitchen. He was my sous chef. His name was Peter. Shout out Peter. And Peter was a huge Dirty Nil fan. And I told him, I go, one day, Peter, you better watch out. We're going to open up for them. And he's like, I'll be at that show. And I'll be like, you fucking better. You know what I mean? So for me, in the realistic radar, some point in the near future, I'd have to say Dirty Nil for sure.
Okay, to tie on to that real quick, because obviously shout out to Peter, but Peter better be on the guest list, and Ryan and I better be on the guest list too. So just saying that.
We'll be on the lookout for that.
Oh, there you go.
Lookouts.
There it is.
Yeah, I'd say that they're probably a really good answer, especially in the more realistic. If I were to say any band in the world, that would take me a while. But in the more realistic
Realm of things.
Realm, yeah, that's a good answer, I think.
That's awesome. You guys are like the perfect duo. You guys are the dynamic duo. Like, you guys have the same answers. If you asked Ryan and I that, I don't think we would maybe agree. No. Do you see how quick he was like, no.
Sure.
No. If you guys could basically tell anybody in the world, anywhere, who's never heard of the Lookout Service, if you could give them one song to go right now and listen to, which song would that be?
Well, I would, for me personally, I would say Shut Me Out.
Yeah.
I'd say Shut Me Out because Shut Me Out for me is it's definitely our most powerful song. It's got a great message. You know what I mean? I think it's something that a lot of people can resonate with, because we've all had that, point where, you want to say something, or, you're what's the word? You're torn between, making decisions or whatever, and sometimes you just feel like you don't know what to do. And I think music is a great way to express yourself, but also a great way to let off some steam. And I think this song kind of just is the best representation of that in myself and in Rob, I'm sure. So when we recorded, we were like, okay, this is going to be the first single, because this is kind of a strong statement, and this is kind of what the Lookout Service is,
Is there anything else you guys want to maybe promote while you're here? Like, if you want to mention?
Yeah. Well, we haven't really released any kind of like merch or anything like that yet, but that is coming. So whoever watching this, make sure you stay tuned. You can, I'm sure the same way with you guys, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're everywhere. Or website, thelookoutservice.com. What we do have is a kind of a little bit more music if you want. We have a live session out right now with Music Scene Toronto that we did literally 3 days before Shut Me Out. It was just kind of like to get the hype up around the song. The song's called What I Do for Your Kiss. It's a live session, and it's on YouTube, so you can check our social links. You can check out the Music Scene Toronto. They're everywhere. So it's a little bit more music if that's what you're in. It's more, that song's a little bit more on the softer side, a little bit more of a ballad type. So if that's, if it's late night and you're in your feels, maybe go for that one. And then, when you wake up ready to get work done in the morning, maybe listen to Shut Me Out,
on behalf of Disaster, we want to thank you guys so much for being our second guest. Super awesome to have you guys out. You guys are awesome. Everybody go check out the Lookout Service. Check out their new single, Shut Me Out. It's a banger. Hit it up. And I'll pass it over to my homie Ryan.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming out, guys. Really appreciate it. Great that you got recommended by Luke. That was awesome. Luke's a good guy, solid guy.
Thanks,
Yeah,
buddy.
hopefully soon we'll be able to do some shows, man. I saw the band Blossoms. They played a gig in England. I saw Machine Gun Kelly's playing gigs down in Florida. So things are looking up, man. Hopefully, like, there's light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean?
Wear your mask. Get the vaccination. Let's go.
Let's do it for sure.
And when you guys do get your merch, let us know. I love to buy all our homies merch, and you guys are now. So yeah, definitely keep in touch. Can't wait to see what you guys got coming up next. Thank you guys again so much. We really appreciate it.
Cheers, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
Anytime. Cheers.